Got your volume down. Hey there, everyone. It is Anne, half of the Frightfully Good team, and I am here with my lovely husband, long-suffering husband, Roman, as we are doing a test run of the internet tonight to try and get things just right for you guys. But I also want to use this as your reminder for this evening that at 8:30 p.m. Sydney, Australian Eastern Standard Time, that we will be having our True Hauntings, the Untold Stories live, where Renata and I will be telling you all about the ghost train. This is a story from Australia, and it's maybe a little bit funny as well. And now, of course, we've got the sound going in the background there. But I know we've had a lot of trouble with our internet, so my delightful hubby has purchased a Raspberry Pi, and he tells me I'm not allowed to eat it. Hello, Libby, how are you? I'm not allowed to eat said Raspberry Pi. It is something to do with being able to connect to internet streams. So at the moment, we actually have two lots of Wi-Fi that we're paying for. We've got our Starlink, and we've also got, I can't remember what the other one is, but this Superloop. This one is meant to combine both of those together so that if one is lacking a bit, it sort of tops it up with the other one. So how is the picture to you guys? What is it looking like out there? Because you guys are going to help me get this the best it can, because I'm sick to death of it being a crappy photo. Hi, Jody. How are you? Um, yeah, so let me know. Is the picture okay? Is the sound okay? Is it better than it normally is? I just have to sit here and rattle on about anything and everything. Not awkward, particularly when I don't have Renata to bounce off. Still freezing, but voice is great. Yeah, I think that's what the standard thing that happens is, isn't it? That the voice comes through okay, but the picture seems to be an issue. How you going over there, Roman? I don't know how long I have to be on here for. Hi, Joe. Yeah, it keeps freezing on YouTube, but can hear me. We don't want to miss this glorious face, do you? We've got Lochinvar House sleepover on this weekend, so we'll be heading up there for a 3 p.m. start. Going to have a pizza supper all together, and then do a little bit of investigating. And oh, thank you, Kate. Oh, must be. What time is it where you are? Interesting. So Kate's on Facebook, and she is also saying the sound is good, but the picture is stopping all the time. So he's got really good download speed on his computer. And I think what's happened is he's got the connection, double connection happening on his computer, but not on the home network. Yeah, Jody, 8 weeks. Uh, I'm waiting with my finger ready, poised to buy the Newgrange tickets, because we can't buy them until it's a month or so out. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. Hi, Ruby. How are you doing? 2:44 a.m. Central Time. Why are you awake? If you're anything like me, you're neurospicy and your brain just will not sleep. All of a sudden you wake up and you've got a great idea, and your brain latches onto it and you go, oh yeah, I need to think about that a lot. Or you remember something you did as a child that was awkward, and then you just ruminate on it. Ugh. Hi, Maxine. How are you? Hi, Jody. This is a one-woman show at the moment, just until we get our internet sorted. I can see here that I've only got 1 to 2 bands of strength out of 4 or 5, so I don't think it's going real good. How you going, Roman? I need some feedback.
I'm looking at it. You keep talking.
Oh, he tells me to keep talking.
It's unusual, isn't it?
Anyway,
Answer, Maria.
Renata, she had a little bit of an issue that she was worried about some tests, but they all have come back really good. So she's good now. She's all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready for my birthday weekend next weekend. Not this coming weekend, the weekend after. I'm going to go up the Blue Mountains with my friends Simeon and Graham, and also Renata and the dogs and my husband. I suppose I have to take the husband, don't I? Hello, Nelope. How you doing? That's Penny, by the way, Roman.
Anywho,
Renata's, this is not our regular show, right? This is not the show. This is your reminder for tonight at 8:30 p.m., but I have to do a live now so Roman can test the live to see if we can get this internet issue sorted. I may have to go live from your computer. I can sign into StreamYard from yours. Maybe. I'm solving problems. Oh, how's your bubba? Pen? She must be, what, how old's she now? About 5 or 6 or something? We only have Starlink at home and nothing else works. Well, it's Starlink that I've got, and it's yeah, it's intermittent, I'm finding. Now that we've got the solar roof on, we had solar panels put on the last couple of days. The last lot went up yesterday. We've now got a Powerwall, Tesla Powerwall battery. So we are running on solar right now, even though it's dark outside. It stored the energy from the sun so that we now run on the battery. Made use of a lot of 5. Yeah, made use of the grants that were out at the moment and invested in that. So as we get older, because I said it's my big birthday weekend after next, that we won't have big bills. Yeah, great, isn't it? He's just telling me now that I have to go back on to, this is why we're doing it now. So it's on the NBN. You want me to go to Speedify AP?
Yeah.
And I might have to mute my microphone as he tells me what the password is. So thank you everyone for helping me out. I really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. So you let me know when you're ready for the password and I'll mute my microphone. That looks like it's slightly stronger signal. Oh, yeah, this is not the show, everyone. This is not the show. This is just me trying to work out the internet with my husband, Roman, who is a control systems electrical engineer, retired, keeping his brain busy. Am I back on? Can you hear me, see me? Just let me know in the comments, guys. Any news for me yet? You're entertained. Good on you, Penny. You might be the only one back on. Oh, I've got 16 people watching this crap. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh, is the picture any better, Joe? What t-shirt have I got on today? Do I have a t-shirt on today? I've got a jumper. I've got one of my old ones on, one of the Anna Renata ones. Freeze, no, don't. Uh, So it's a little bit better. All right. Let's hopeful. You love this crap, Michelle, just rattling on doing nothing. I've had a little bit of a touch of the cold or flu sort of thing this morning, but I've had my flu shots and everything, so I haven't had a full dose of it, just enough to make you a little bit miserable and difficulty sleeping at night. I mean, I have enough difficulty sleeping at night as it is, sort of hot, 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 cold, 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 hot, 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 cold, one leg out. That sort of, evens it out a bit. But this morning I had to go and pick up my old ghost car. Remember the red tracks with the stickers all over it? It had hail damage. When we took all the stickers off, getting ready to sell it, we realized it had hail damage all over it, which the stickers were hiding. I'd seen one or two little blips here and there. Hi, Philip. Sounded perfectly good. Picture's okay, but intermittently freezes. Still perfectly okay to use tonight until you can get it fixed. Oh, thank you, Philip. We're hoping to get it even better, even betterer. So you just have to put up with me rattling on with all this crap. Yeah, so I didn't know what to do with it. We tried to sell it with the hail damage and nobody was really interested. And I've spent a lot of money on it to make sure that the motor and everything is fixed up. I said to the guy, I don't want anything that you know is wrong being left on there. So I've spent over $3,000 on the engine, getting it all fixed up and put new tires on it. And yeah, well, I was really disappointed when I found the hail. And I thought, well, why don't I just submit it to the insurance company? I've never made a claim on it. And I said, I don't know when it happened because we only found all the hail when we took the stickers off it. And they said, it's not a problem. Hi, Big Ben. How you doing? Hi, Maddie. You remember it, Michelle? Yeah, so I put it in and I thought it was like the old no claim bonus because I'd never claimed anything that I wouldn't have to do the excess. But what they do is they reduce your premium instead these days. And so I still had to pay $1,000. So that was another $1,000 I put into the car. But we picked it up this morning and she's looking beautiful. I mean, it's been perfectly maintained. We took it to every single service. We only ever put the best fuel into it. So it's nude. It's going back up on the market again. We'll see what we can get for it. I just need to be able to cover my costs. But the Holden tracks don't have the greatest reputation, but we've made sure that everything is good to go in it because I couldn't live with myself if there was anything wrong. Anything you need me to do, Roman?
Yeah, keep talking.
I can't talk. I'm going to have no voice left. So we did that. And then on the way back, we decided we'd stop at the Crema Coffee Garage to look at a possible birthday present for me. Just maybe a little one. I have a DeLonghi coffee machine and I don't like it. Sorry, but I don't. It's one of those you press the button and it makes the coffee for you. I don't have a milk thing for it. It's just water and beans, but it just never does a good coffee. So I was trying to think of things that I would like for my big birthday. And this was one of the suggestions. And Roman thought he might like to buy me that for my birthday. So we went and had a look at some of the coffee machines. And geez, they're expensive. Whew. I like my coffee. Don't know if I like my coffee that much. Anyway, big birthday. We're allowed to have some zeros on the end, I think. So we found one that we like, but Roman would like to do more research. Fellow neurospicy there. We'll get nothing done. unless he's medicated. Yeah, so got that, and we had a delicious lunch. Oh my God, they've changed it so much in there. Delicious. Oh, Karen, thank you. I have lost 20 kilos. Would you believe it? I've lost 20 kilos since October. So it's coming off slowly. Oh, Michelle, I love you. So you're 30 then. Oh, I wish. I wish. This is one of the dreaded birthdays, this one that's coming up. So, yeah, we had lunch and then I came back and I tackled my TAFE assignment again. Oh, that TAFE assignment. It's killing me. I've been telling the Grand Poo Bars about this. So I'm doing travel at TAFE because we've started Haunted Holidays, which Jodie's coming on. She's on here. Where I wanted to have the correct information and make sure I was doing everything the right way. So I'm doing Certificate 3 in travel, and it's an online course. But let me tell you, there's a few wrinkles in the online course that I do feel needs to be ironed out. So in this particular assignment, they gave me 3 different scenarios that I had to prepare itineraries for. And the first one was a family of 4 to go on a up to 10 night cruise to the Barrier Reef. And they wanted to go during school holidays. So they also had to use Carnival. So I got onto Carnival, and there are no Barrier Reef holidays, school holiday cruises. They're all out of school holidays. So I'm contacting the TAFE tutors and trying to work out what I can do to improve that. And I haven't heard back from anyone. I asked on the 30th of June, and I know it's school holidays now and they're off, but I did ask on the 30th of June. It's now the 10th of July, and it does show that it's been seen. So that was the first issue. The second issue was the second one where they said it's a group of 20 people going to the Blue Mountains for a conference for 2 nights, had to find team building activities and transfers for 2 people from the airport to the Blue Mountains. And they wanted us to use a particular site and to source the accommodation and to source the team building things, and also, what was the other one? Team building and transfers. Accommodation, team building, and transfers. So I only needed transfers for 2 people. So I looked at this website and it came up with a quote for a whole bus. And I'm going, no, I only need 2 people. No, that's all we can offer. $1,200. And I'm going, that's, and they've got a minimum budget of, I think, $20,000 or something. So I went, that's not going to work. So I found a better one for $300 just for 2 people. Then I had to source it using this particular website for the accommodation. The accommodation would have been at least 30% more expensive than booking directly through Accor. And it would also blow out the budget. Also, 20 people, they didn't say whether they wanted 20 different rooms or 10 rooms with 2 people per room. Makes a big difference with the budget if there's 20 rooms versus 10 rooms. If they need 20 rooms, completely blows out the budget. So I did ask questions about that, didn't hear back from that either. See, I think what it is because I have already worked really as a travel agent, preparing travel itineraries and all of this. I know a lot of this stuff, so I'm not assuming. So team building activities. The only team building activity they offered on this particular website was going to Scenic World, and that's not a team building activity. So found a different one. And of course, part of the assignment says you must show where you've used this website twice in each of these things. And I'm like, I can't. Anyway, I've screenshot it all because I have to put the screenshots in. And then I've put comparison prices in showing that I can get it cheaper somewhere else. I've just decided to be an absolute little shit about it. Then the last one was somebody who wanted to go to Tasmania for 10 days. They wanted to hire a car and there was different things they wanted to do, and it was a solo trip. So I used the website that they wanted me to hire the car, and I found a little cheap car, $66 a day, 10 days. That should be $660, shouldn't it? Oh, their budget was $3,000 for this one. When I clicked on book this, because you've got to take it through to the final stage so you can see where it all is and screenshot it, it jumped to $3,200. How does that work? That's a lot of insurance per day, isn't it? Also blows out his budget. All he's going to be able to do is sleep in the car, not put petrol in it, just turn up at the airport and have a sleep. So then I decided I'd source all the accommodation. Oh, there he is. There's my husband. Guess what Roman loves?
It's a lovely little ancient fishing village in Northern Ireland.
In
They have a diving club.
I don't know what he's doing. Do you want to just talk to me for a second before you lose everything? What are you trying to do down here for your...
See what?
Right, he's onto the network settings. I know you're all holding on with bated breath, working out what's happened with Matthias.
Right, you're on Reykjavik NBN.
I kept saying, do you want me to swap to the other one? And what's the password? And you wouldn't give... You all heard me, didn't you? I said, do you want me to change to the other one? I'm going to need to mute my microphone when you tell me the password. Hi, Danielle. Anyway. You like it, Maddie? Renata and I have been to Muff. Do you know that Muff has a diving club? Oh, it's funny. And they also have a liqueur there. Or they call it Muff Liquor. I wish I was joking. This is very real. Yes, he has his thinking face on. That's what you could say. Jane, this is me testing the internet so my husband can get it sorted for tonight. And at the moment, I've been talking shit for 22 minutes and I'm going to lose my voice. Anyway, back to the assignment. So then I got on there and I found all the accommodation again, and that blew it out by another 30%. So I went on it and I got budget. I found budget for the same car. And the thing is that when I was using this website, it went to the budget website for the $66 a day car, which should have been $660, but jumped to $3,200. And it was budget. But when I found it on budget, it was $1,200. So who's making that extra money there? $2,000 is a lot of a fee on top, isn't it? All right, he's about to change things, so just be prepared. I don't know what's going to happen. Hang in there because I'll come back on. Hi, Glennis. How you doing? I'll see you soon. See you on the weekend. No fish on your pizza. This is just a test run for those that are coming on. Yes, Danielle. Yeah, I think it's an old website, and it's not well done. I can't even type in the name of the town I want to visit. You've got to click on the drop down bar and scroll till you find the name of the town. And there's a lot of towns in Australia. So I think it's a defunct website that they're using, and it's horrible. Anyway, I agonized over that assignment, and so I've just decided to be a total dickhead. I've screenshot 50,000 million screenshots, put it all into documents, put it all onto the website, and I've put my comments in highlight things on the side saying, well, I tried to do it the way you suggested, but obviously I can't, which means I can't do this part of the assignment as you've requested because it's not possible. And got a cranky pants on.
Okay, I'm going to turn your Wi-Fi.
Oh, just hang in there, guys. Just hang in there.
Might be about to lose you.
I said to him, can't you put a better T-shirt on than I love Muff?
Muff is a very good T-shirt.
Do you want me to do it for you? Because I know where it is. No, you can. Do you want to switch to something, or you want to turn off the Wi-Fi?
I want to turn off the Wi-Fi.
Okay, we'll click the Wi-Fi then. Oh boy, hang on. Let's hope it works. Eek. Yeah, it's very frustrating, and apparently it's going to continue to be frustrating. So something else I found as well. Oh, look, we're still on. We're still on. All right, tell me. Fiddling in a muff t-shirt. Oh my God. Tell me how is the picture and the sound now, guys? Oh God. That download is shocking. Because I can see we're still on. We've still only got 2 bars though. Are we freezing at all?
Well, you're doing an internet upload.
You're
test
telling
at
an
the moment.
engineer what to do. Living on the edge.
While you've got while you're streaming, so that's an indication of how much spare you've got.
Right. So,
So this is
sounds good. How's the picture? Not freezing? Good, 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 good.
it's freezing here.
You're freezing? I'm freezing? No freeze yet, Penny said. But there is a delay, so we know that. And there was another assignment for TAFE before this one, which was equally as nightmarish. I haven't finished it yet because I have to do 5 lots of video role plays. 5, which I have to. I don't know how people go. Oh no, I just froze then. Oh, Glennis said her end is good. Oh, you're so lucky, Glennis.
It's nice having a good end.
Sort of freezing a bit. Is it still that blurry image or is it nice and clear? I'm doing travel at TAFE, Shane. Or role play, Penny, yes. And I do dress up as pretending to be a travel agent. Yeah, I don't see. I'm not looking for a job. I don't want to work with anyone else. Just Renata. I'm quite happy doing me. Sound is good. Random moments of freezing. Robert said picture is clear, but Penny said it is slightly blurry. I've now been talking shit for 28 minutes. My end feels like I've been using sticking paper instead of toilet paper. Sorry to hear that, Shane. Joe said it looks clear to them, but they don't have any glasses on. Ah, picture no on YouTube, sound perfect. Glenna says nice and clear, but she's on Facebook. Hmm. Do I still have to keep going on here, darling?
You don't necessarily have to keep talking.
I can't sit here and do nothing. Anyone got any questions for me while I'm here? Oh, I think it was Muff that I discovered Biscoff. They had a ice cream shop just on the border of the town, and they had Biscoff, and that's where I layered up on the Biscoff and went, oh my God, I love Biscoff. It's delicious. Tonight's chat, Catherine Linda, Xena Warrior Princess, is about the baby train, about the legends. Is it ghosts? Is it a curse? You'll have to come on and listen. I've got a script again. Let's see how Renata goes with the script. She was great last time. She got so invested in listening to the story, she forgot that she had to say her bit. Philip said, sound perfect, picture clear, still intermittently freezing a little bit. Got to be better than what it was last time. Thank you, Philip. And Philip is on YouTube. Tell us some secrets. Did I tell you about the time I tipped a priest out of a canoe and dislocated my knee? I think I did. Some travel booking advice. If you're booking for Melbourne Airport and you order a hire car called a Toyota Avalon, don't mix it up with Avalon Airport. Oh my God. We are going to Adelaide. I've booked the flights. I think we get home from Scotland, Brussels on the 1st of October, and then we fly to Adelaide on the 3rd. No, 1st of October, yeah, and fly to Adelaide on the 3rd of October because we're going to be doing the Halloween. Um, what's it called? I keep forgetting what it's called. It's like an expo. So we'll be at the Halloween expo. Oh, wow, Shane, a travel agent did that to you. Oops. Yeah, so we will be there for the Saturday expo, and then we've got the day off on Sunday. So we might go to Kapunda, Jody. And then Roman wants to go to some of the vineyards that are there. What's this? What about the time I put laxative in a random woman's shopping one day? It wasn't there when she got there. I used to be notorious for um, making little bombs out of fireworks. I almost gave one of the tutors at the Conservatorium of Music a heart attack one day. I used to, when I was about 16, 17, um, I would get the little short ones, had the fuse up the end, and I'd take the fuse out of the top, and then I'd wrap it all up tightly with electrical tape, and then I'd put the fuse back in, like I'd drill a hole and put the fuse back into it, and then seal it back up again. And then I'd go to the very top of the conservatorium in Layman Street, Newcastle, which is about 5 stories, and I'd light them and throw them over the edge, and they'd explode halfway down. And we used to have this gorgeous, very elderly teacher at the conservatorium. His name was Harold Lobb, and he would teach harmony and writing music. And it exploded outside his window, and apparently he clutched his chest and went white. Oops. Yeah, a bit of a firebug. The other thing I used to like to do is get everybody into the lift and I'd press the stop button.
What a horror.
You would have loved being my friend, wouldn't you? Hi, Deborah, how are you? I'm just talking shit so Roman can fix up the stream. This is not the urinary stream. You happy with it now? No, he's not happy with it. Still freezing on odd occasions. He's a perfectionist, so it may take a while. Thank you for your patience. What else? What else can I do? I used to own horses. Did I tell you I used to own horses? I started horse riding when I was very young. When I to the Blue Mountains, my grandparents took me for like a horse ride when I was about 7, and I took to it like you wouldn't believe. And I had a favourite horse there whose name was Cindy, and I would get right up into the stirrups and hunch right over the horse's shoulders, and I would go flat chat. I would be bolting down there and just loving it. And I remember the instructors came bolting after me, trying to catch up to me, and they were saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm going, "Yeah, I'm loving this." Oh yeah, I love the smell of horses too. There's something special. It's just lovely. They don't stink. There's something nice. So I used to then go horse riding as often as I could, and my grandparents had a place. Well, they lived at Stockton, and there was a place near Medowie that used to have horse riding, and so I would start to regularly go there, and then eventually. Can't do that again, Roman. I'm back on Wi-Fi. Anyway, where was I? Yes, so I had the bug for horses. I had to have them in my life, and we eventually leased a horse for a little while, and then I ended up buying my first horse, which was Gaffer, and he was big chestnut. Uh, then we got a second horse, so Roman could no Tara. Was it Tara my first horse? The buckskin mare? Yeah. Tara was my first horse, buckskin. She was beautiful. Then we got Gaffer, a second horse, so Roman could ride, and we had them in a paddock out at Jesmond, and I'd have to keep carton water and food to them every day, and that was fine because I loved it. Eventually, we got them out in a paddock at Hillsborough, and I ended up with at some. I had babies at one stage. Oh no, that was before or after babies. Can't remember. Um, can't remember why, but I ended up having to sell Tara to my friend, who I knew would spoil her to death and look after her. Um, Gaffer, I think, went up to a property, and then I eventually got back to horses, and I got some red leopard Appaloosas. The red leopard Appaloosas are the weirdest horses you will ever see. If you get the chance, look them up. They are white with red spots. And oh, hang on, no, the roan was Winston, and that was Brian's. That wasn't mine, but you used to ride it sometimes. I'm getting old age, I tell you. Gaffer was my first red leopard Appaloosa, and then we got a second one, and his name was Sam, and he was the most gentle soul on this earth. He would suck your fingers. He was just such a little gorgeous horse. But then, of course, babies decided to come along, and I'm still freezing apparently. And I'm back. Oh my God. I hope Renata appreciates all of this. I really do. I've only got one little bar of signal there, darling,
On the Wi-Fi.
up on the picture here. It gives me the strength of signal here. Connection unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging it into your router or moving closer. Do you want me to do a speed test?
Yeah.
It's my husband's chest, everybody. Sucking in his gut. Hi, Adam. No, this is not the show, Adam. This is the test. The test. Oh,
Are we doing a speed test?
yes.
Oh, down there.
Where was I up to? That's better than before, Deborah said. And Adam loves the I Love Muff t-shirt.
Yeah.
I brought it back from Muff for him. It's Donegal, Northern Ireland.
It's a lovely little ancient fishing village
Yep.
with a diving club.
Yes, it has a diving team and it sells its very own alcohol muff liquor. Oh yes, I had babies. That's right. So I ended up having to give up my horses, but Sam, the very gentle one, ended up at the riding school for the disabled because he was that gentle. He was gorgeous. So that's, I don't know if you knew that about me. Trying to give you some secrets. Anything else? Danielle, I don't know if you're still on there and seen the latest dramas that are on there. Oh, 9:30 a.m. there. Oh no, it's not a rude t-shirt. It is the actual name of a town in Northern Ireland. I'll see if I can find it here for you. So it is Muff Northern. It was on our. You remember we did the naughty names speed test? Speed test. Naughty names tour of Ireland and England. But I will just see if I can show you. If I can share my screen. Present. Share screen. There we go. Share. And now I'll pop it up here. There you go. Muff, County Donegal. It's hilarious. But they actually do have the Muff Diving Club. I'll see if I can find that. I don't know if I can from here. I might have to shut down that to do that. But at least I'm trying something else. Oh, yeah, our lovely female friend. I'll send it through later. All right. How's that picture and sound going? Are we on an improvement, do you think? He's been trying so hard to get all of this stuff organized for us, and the only way we can work it out and to make it happen is to actually go live. And so I had to go live to where I normally go live to everything so that we can get it working. Are you happy?
I think that's as good as we're going to get it.
This is as good as we're going to get it. Deborah says it's great. What? Where was it that it smelt like wee? I'm not sure what that's in reference to, Danielle. Oh no, that was Shitterton. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, people kept stealing the sign, so they made they put the sign on a giant big rock. There is a YouTube video all about that. All right, very much improved. Thank you, Roman. Right, we're done. So this is your reminder for the 8:30 p.m. show tonight. Set your alarm. It will be on in 2 hours. So I want you all to go, okay, Google, set an alarm for 2 hours time.
You got it. Your alarm's set for 8:26 p.m.
There you go. I've just set an alarm for you all over the world. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for helping me. And we'll see you back on here in 2 hours. Mwah. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Roman. Love you. Do I owe you anything now?